besties. I am just setting up some delicious tacos because I had a request for tacos. And of course, who doesn't love tacos? I certainly love tacos. Let's pack them full. This looks good. Oh yeah. Delicious. How are we going to stand them up? Nobody knows. Remember a few years ago when I first started, I'd do like, I don't know, 48 tacos. And like, sadly, back in the day, have a bottle of whiskey. I don't drink anymore, people. I don't drink anymore. And basically, I'd just go for it with the, tacos and whiskey. But times have changed. I'm a good girl now. So, made certain changes in my life. And, yes, now we're just having the tacos, not as many. And no whiskey. No whiskey for me. Oh. Yeah. Sometimes we miss those good old things, and but yeah, I let it be a thought, and I think of the enjoyment, and I let it just pass. I don't make myself feel bad about it. I don't go, oh, that's a guilty thought. No. I just allow the thought, and then I just release it. I let it go. So, oh shit, I dropped a big thing of meat. Problem is I've got it in this massive bowl. So basically it's just beef mince or ground beef with a bunch of onions, taco seasoning. I like to mix the salsa in sometimes, like this time, a couple of tomatoes. Some people are going to be like, ew, tomato. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, some people don't like tomatoes, but I certainly do. Literally, I could live on tomatoes. I love them so much. They're like so expensive these days. Like, I literally don't buy tomatoes. If you see me eating tomatoes, it's because they were given to me. Like, I just can't justify spending that much money on tomatoes. Oh, what do they think they're made out of? Solid gold? Bloody hell. Anyway, I've seen the price of tomatoes in Egypt. I'm going to live on tomatoes, bro. I'm going to... Except for mukbangs, I'm just going to be eating tomatoes, I swear. Because, it's all the foods that are expensive in Australia are like cheap in Egypt. All the foods that I like anyway. There's a wee bit of meat left. Let's just pour it on top. Wow, that landed on my lap and then bounced off my lap and onto the floor on my foot. So now I have like some ground beef just slopped onto my foot. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. Yeah, because this is a very, very important video. I mean, now I have more food. I like a bit of ketchup. Don't judge me. No, it's not traditional to put ketchup on tacos. Who cares? It tastes good. It tastes good. And, I put salsa in the meat mix, so it's salsa-y, okay? Oh, damn. Damn, girl, you got a giant chin. So I've got these. I passed them around a bit with my housemates. So now there's like my share left. We'll just put them we'll put them here, okay? These are the flaming hot Cheeto puffs. Yeah, and I've got the requested sour cream, and of course it's my share that's left. Just a bit of liquid in there. Let's just pour that out. We don't want that all up in the tacos. Okay, let's just have a little dippy. Oh well. You know, I'm just gonna yes bitch. Anyway, I forgot my ring. I love this ring. Love it. Let's take these off or they'll get grubby. So today's talk, blah blah blah, is about nothing, blah blah blah. Well, actually, I got asked again about my plane ticket and the trip to Egypt. So I thought that's probably, oh, gosh, it's actually a bit warm in my house. It's gonna look weird and lumpy, but that's okay. I'm just a bit warm. So, you wouldn't believe it. Like, if you've seen the other video, you'll know what happened with my plane ticket. I'm not going to start the whole story again. If you want to know what happened originally, go back and watch it. Anyway, got some sour cream here. But yeah, I'm going to have a little update in this video about my plane ticket situation. Bismillah. Oh my God. If you're wondering, this is the way we eat tacos in Australia. If you don't, you're like, oh my God, you're such a little oinky piggy, and the tacos are too full. What do? You eat a flat taco with nothing in it, bit of lettuce. I've been making this style of tacos since I was like 4 years old. The heck? I'm eating a bit slower because I've got that problem with my tooth. So, literally yesterday I was thinking, I thought I made the right decision letting the flight center hold the money that I had paid to add to a different ticket. The amount that I paid is $2,124. And they didn't charge me fees to cancel the ticket, which I heard is not usual. They said that I could just add it to another ticket within 12 months and they would hold on to it for me. And I was like, oh, great. That's what I chose to do rather than a refund. But today, I got a phone call. Let's take this ring off. It's going to get greasy as fork. Anyway, so the phone call was the flight center. And I was like, hey. And she's like, hey, girl. Anyway, she said, oh, I'm really sorry to inform you, but our manager has like reviewed the case. And I'm like thinking, wait, What do they mean reviewed the case? I thought, oh God, I'm going to get charged fees after all. The fees were going to be like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, like half the plane money. Like, I'm not joking. So they were like, look, if you can't purchase another ticket by Sunday, as in, you know, within the week, then we're going to have to cancel the agreement. And I'm like, hold up. What are you saying? And she's like, oh, you could just choose to get the refund. And I'm like, oh, but you said, you know, no fees, but fees if we get a refund later. And she's like, no, the manager reviewed it. And because it's going to be like a part payment on a ticket, not the whole payment, we can't hold it for as long. And I was like, oh, sure. So she's like, we'll refund that into the original bank card that you paid with. And I'm like, great. And she's like, oh, that'll take this amount of days. And I'm like, great. And so yeah, I'm going to get that money back. And then I'm going to transfer it into a different bank account I've got, which I've got some other savings in there to add to it. Because my new ticket is going to be more money. And now I'll just have it in a lump sum. Like as soon as I've got enough, then, you know, I can just immediately purchase the ticket. Whereas before, if I saw the ticket I want to buy, I'd have to wait for business hours, ask them to reimburse me with the refund money online to pay for a ticket, do a part payment with the rest of the money. Like it was becoming a bit complicated. And just yesterday I was thinking, oh, I really wish that I hadn't chosen that, because if I find a cheaper flight, I won't have the opportunity to just grab it. But then today when I got the call, yeah, I got the opportunity to get the refund back. So that's good news. Really good. It's not spicy enough. I've got to eat these. So yeah, now the money's going to be in a better format for me to be able to just do a quick purchase of the new ticket. Rather than a whole complicated process and, you know, not being able to grab cheap flights when they're out of business hours. If I'm rambling, like, I apologize. I'm so tired. Like, you don't understand the level of tired I am right now. So tired. When I get tired, I don't know about you, but like my thoughts start to race and then I'm just like blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's probably the biggest change I've had, and it happened today. Other than, of course, I've been adding money to my little plane ticket fund. Mm. And of course, today's the date that I can actually technically get paid by YouTube into a bank account or whatever they pay into. I haven't organized the payment system yet. But the first month of YouTube paid money is paid like between now and the next 24 hours. So I'm kind of like, obviously I can get access to that. So I'm kind of like really excited because a lot of people would think, oh, it's just a small amount of money. But it will add up when I add it to my plane ticket money. Mm. Guys, I know we've spoken about this topic before, and some people have said they don't want to hear about it. But I thought it would be worth it because a couple of people actually asked if I would do another video about this, and they want to hear what's happening. So yeah, I'm still going to Egypt. I'm still going to buy that replacement plane ticket. You know, so say what you want, it's going to happen, besties. Oh, I need a bit of a spoon. Scoop it back up. And of course, I'm talking to my handsomest husbando every day, waiting for, you know, the moment where I can jump on that plane. Oh, these are so yummy. So you might notice that Lola is not in this video if you stuck around this long. Because I'm tired and I'm grumpy, I just, you know, most people don't choose to work with animals or children. And if they do, sometimes they need a day off. I just don't want to be impatient around her because I'm tired. But before I started filming, my daughter and my housemates, they all got their share of tacos so that they wouldn't be starving hungry when I was showing my video. So I just sat in my room and drank a cup of really strong tea and waited for them to finish their tacos. And then, yeah, I came out and I'm having mine now. And I made a special plate just for Lola. Mm. Mm. So I got a large square dinner plate. Mm. Yum. And I put like 7 or 8 tablespoons of the meat mix on a plate, picked out all the onions, and put like a torpedo baguette next to it. And yeah, just let her gobble that up on the plate on the floor. And oh, let me tell you something. Pardon me. She is a lover of taco. She really is. Mm. Mm. This is a lot of meat. Usually I put beans in it. But I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of extra stuff. I wanted to keep the cost low. And I thought, it's nice with the salsa and the seasoning and the onions. It's just a bit of a change. Mm. Mm. So yeah, just thinking about the trip to Egypt, really, it's not a huge lot of things that I have to get done. One thing that I do have to do is go to the cash exchange, and with around about $50 of Australian money, I can purchase $25 of American money. And basically that's necessary to pay for the visa on entry at the Cairo airport. Which is what you do if you don't get an e-visa or an internet visa. You pay it on arrival. You just got to make sure that you meet the requirements, which I will. So I've got to do that. I've got to pay for the rest of the plane ticket, pick out the ticket, and book it again, of course. I've got my travel bag. It's quite small. I don't want to bring a whole bunch of stuff. Primarily because I'll be traveling alone, and whatever I take, I want to take it on carry-on rather than as actual luggage, because I will be bringing my walking stick and my walking frame, which has a seat on it, and they can both go in the carry-on. There's a place for those. So I want a bag that I can actually just like sling over my shoulder or have on my lap if I sit down on the walking frame, so that I'm not like overburdened, traveling on my own, being physically disabled, catching different planes, waiting for bags, that kind of thing. And my daughter has agreed that if I stay in Egypt, that she will post over whatever I need from here, like my personal items that I don't need straight away, extra clothes, stuff like that. And of course, that's my plan. So, mm, what else do I have to do? Oh, yeah, I've got to get travel health insurance. Mm. So, I'll be going on a 30-day visa. And, with the plan that everything goes well, you can just basically extend your visa pretty much immediately when you get into the country. It doesn't take a long time. Of course, I'm talking about a tourist visa. There are other types of visas that I could have got, like I think there's like a fiance visa or a prospective marriage visa, stuff like that. But it actually requires like a lot more paperwork, and translating the paperwork from Arabic to English and English to Arabic, having duplicates, providing evidence of stuff. Whereas if you just go on a tourist visa, you can just decide to get married. You don't have to give them like a big essay with a bag of evidence, like it's easier. And of course, it's cheaper this way. It's less money. So yeah, that's the way I decided to do it, just because it's easy. My goodness, I'm so tired. Pick it up. I'm still reeling from like when I actually bought a ticket and then I had to get it refunded. Like, honestly, that was traumatic. Like, I actually thought I'd made it. I actually thought I was about to leave. Like, oh, it was so much stress. And it was stress for everyone involved. Like, yeah. Pardon me. Yeah, it'd be nice to finally make it there. That'd be great. basically just need to finish these tacos and go have a nap. Mm. Mm. Somebody said in the comments to like look at the audience rather than myself. They were polite. Some people that ask, they're not polite, but this person was polite. The problem for me was that it's not usual for me to look somebody in the face when I'm talking to them anyway, so it's like an unusual concept for me. Mm-hmm. And that goes back to, you know, certain, how do I say this? Things that happened in my childhood where I'd get in trouble making eye contact. I'd get in trouble. It would be considered disrespectful. I would be disciplined. These days you'd call it child abuse, but back then, you know, get out the belt. So like even now as an adult, like if I'm talking to someone, generally speaking, I don't look at their face. I don't look at their eyes. And if I appear to be looking at someone's face, I'm kind of faking it. It's not that I'm scared because I'm not a kid anymore, but it's just like ingrained in me not to like, you know, face to face with someone. Like it's just anytime I did like just normal eye contact as a kid, like I'd get beat. So yeah, I'm sorry guys, like if it's weird when you're watching the video and you're like, what the fuck's wrong with this girl? Well, that's wrong. That's wrong with me, yeah. Mm. I mean, no shade to my parents, but yeah, that's not generally done these days with children. Yeah. Sometimes these things can have a lasting effect. And yeah, I've actually tried to do things differently, but it just doesn't work for me. I think it would take a lot. Oh. It would take a lot to change that about myself. And so people like, they see me looking at myself like right now on the camera and they think, oh, she loves herself. Yes, I do, bitch. Yes, I do. That's not why I'm looking at myself. It's because I'm comfortable looking at myself and not looking at other people. This doesn't mean that I'm being disrespectful. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me. It doesn't mean that, you know, that I'm not paying attention. In fact, when I force myself to look at a person's face when I'm talking to them, I cannot focus because it's like a trauma response. It's like, oh God, I'm looking at someone's face. I'm going to get in trouble. Like, and you could say, oh, but it's the camera. But to me, it's the same thing. It's like the focus, like I deliberately avoid it. I can't. I'm starting to sweat just talking about it. Oh my God. Oh, my face is so swollen from my tooth thing. I'm surprised I was able to eat. Oh. Yeah. So what else about Egypt? I can't think of anything else now, but probably for the people that have asked me those questions, that's probably going to answer your questions, right? Up until this point, I mean, anything else is previous and is in previous videos, so there's no point repeating myself. But yeah, it's so strange when people go, oh, she's not going to go. She's not going to go to Egypt. Why are you saying that? What are you, crazy? Of course I'm going to Egypt. The hell? I'm going to be with my handsomest husband, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited. So genuinely, like, genuinely happy. So what do they say in Annie? Don't like it? Stick it up your old wazoo. Okay. All right. So yeah. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I'm gonna go now and just probably digest my food and dream about taking a nap and probably fall asleep in my chair. I'm so tired. So nice to see you, besties, and please come back and visit me soon. Love you, bye.